Welcome to A View to a Grill. I'm Johnny. Today I'm going to take these drumsticks, then I'm going to butterfly them, and then I'm going to grill them up to total deliciousness, and I'm going to do it all on the Golden's cast iron Kamado. Now, in case you didn't know, I'm on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, come over and check me out at View to a Grill, one word, and give me a follow. I'd appreciate it a lot. First, let's set up the Golden's cast iron Kamado. Today I will be using the 2-zone cooking method, where the right side will be our hot zone and the left side will be our cool zone. I'll also be using the Golden's cast iron brand of lump charcoal, and for my fire starter, I'm going to be using the Superior brand of fire starter. Today is a pretty fast cook, so we're going to go ahead and get our fire started. Once we see some of the charcoal ash over, we can then get that into the Golden's cast iron Kamado. As always, you're going to want to spread that around for even heat distribution. We're going to let everything preheat, so I'll get my grates in, and I want to make sure that the bottom vent is wide open and the top vent is open as well. While everything is getting preheated, it's a good time to prepare our chicken legs. I'll be using my New West Knife Works chef's knife, which is proudly made in the USA. Now we'll go ahead, get our chicken legs, and I like to slice it on the side where the skin is the thinnest. We'll get that sliced all the way from top to bottom, and then we'll use the tip of our knife to get some of that meat off of the bone. And once I had that done, my chicken legs look like this. Now on the chicken leg, notice this little knob. It keeps the chicken leg from laying flat. I like to shave that down a little so that the chicken leg will lay flat. And to do that, I'll get my chef's knife, firmly grab the chicken leg by the ankle, pin the tip of the chef's knife to the cutting board, and then just slice straight down. If you have a good chef's knife, this bone will just slice right off. If you want one of these high quality made in the USA chef's knives for yourself, please click on the link in my description. And now you can see the chicken leg is laying pretty flat. And now let's put together our rub. Today I'm going to be using Crave's Magic Marty. To the Magic Marty, I'll be adding a little bit of Mexican oregano. In my bowl, I have about 2 tablespoons of Marty Magic, and to that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of Mexican oregano. Get that mixed together, and when I was done, my rub looked like this. I'll start by seasoning the split side of the chicken leg. One of the reasons why I like to use a rack is because I don't have to handle the chicken as much. The way they sit on the rack is exactly the way they're going to go on the grill. Preparing the chicken gave us enough time for the Golden's cast iron to preheat, and now it's time to get the chicken on. You can see here we're sitting just above 350 degrees at thermometer level. Now we'll take a look at the fire, and you can see that at grate level I have a pretty vigorous fire. I'm just going to spread that around again just to make sure our heat distribution is correct, and move one of the grates over to the direct side of the heat. I like to wipe the cast iron down before I get started. Now, since I have these legs on a rack, I don't have to handle the individual legs. I can just use my pliers, get them all off the tray and onto the grill at the same time. Now that they're on, we can go ahead, close the lid, and let the Golden's cast iron Kamado do its thing. While those legs are cooking, let's prepare our sauce. Here's my new favorite chicken sauce, and it is the Stanley's Cluckers brand of chicken sauce. I'll just get that in the bowl, and whatever leftover rub I had, I'm going to pour that right in, give it a stir until it all comes together, and it looks something like this. It's been about 15 minutes, and at this time, I'm going to give the legs a quarter turn and let them continue cooking. And then after 15 minutes, it's time to get back to the chicken. For my barbecue tools today, I'll be using the Lamson brand of barbecue tools. If you want some of these Lamson products for yourself, I have a generous site-wide discount code in the description below. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our chicken legs. As you can see, the color development is going pretty well. I'll use the Lamson fork to move the chicken legs over to the hot side of the grill. Start grilling these just for that added char flavor. And this is not going to take long. This literally took about 30 seconds on the skin side and about a minute or less on the flesh side. Now I'll get them all back on the rack and go ahead and start adding our sauce. When you add your sauce, notice I'm not brushing them, I'm dabbing them. And that's because if you brush, you have the opportunity to knock your seasoning off. When you dab, it tends to keep your seasoning in place. Let's go ahead and get the Golden's cast iron Kamado closed up, and we're going to give this another 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, I'll check the temperature, and we are sitting at 157 degrees. I know some people that will take their chicken off now to let the carryover get them to 165. I like to wait until I'm at least 163 before I take my chicken off. So I'm going to give these another 5 minutes, and through experience, I know that's going to be enough, and then we'll remove them from the grill. Now that we're all done, it's time to check out the results. Now we'll just remove the chicken from the grill, and since they're on a rack, I can use my pliers and take them all off at once. Take a look at these. These are looking great as is. Color is beautiful. You can already see that the bite is going to be good and meaty. Can't wait to get these finished. Now let me introduce to you a new product that I have come across, and this is the Bernie Texas style hot sauce. This is their green sauce, and man, I have fallen in love with this sauce. So we're going to use that, and we're also going to be using some of Mike's hot honey. For our garnish, I'll be using some chopped chives. Now let's put this together. First, I'm going to add some of that Bernie's Texas style hot sauce. And right after that, we're going to get some of that Mike's hot honey and just drizzle that right over the top. And then finally, I'll throw some of those chopped chives right on, and they should stick because of all the other wet ingredients we have on the chicken. Now take a look at these grilled chicken legs. That is a beautiful sight, and they look 100% delicious. And then take a look at the back. The back looks totally delicious too. We got those grill marks, so we know we're going to have that nice char flavor. Now as I'm biting through these, the only thing that's going through my head at this point is, damn, these are some good grilled chicken legs. A little more of Bernie's Texas style hot sauce, why not? All I can say is that all of this deserves a bone drop. Now if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and take a second, do that now. All the cool kids are doing it. Thank you for watching A View to a Grill. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, y'all.